Welcome into Cavalier Field. I am Justin Hergert. We're back live with Dodge City A's baseball. Tonight is the A's and the visiting Game Day Angels finishing a two-game series that was started in Colorado. So the A's and the Angels will finish league play over the next 2 days with each other. The A's and Angels are split currently in league play. So let's take a look back. The A's traveled to Colorado going back to June the 17th. That was the first time that the A's saw the Game Day Angels. It was a 13-8 decision in favor of the Dodge City A's. It was all A's in that game. The A's scored early and scored often. The A's faced Peyton Ingalls in that game. And it was R.J. Watanabe taking the win in that 13-8 decision. The A's spent the next 2 days after that in Fort Collins and then faced the Angels again on Monday the 20th. That was a 4-3 loss to the Angels. Tyson Pereira took the loss in that game, having pitched 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. And Ben DeRozier's took the win for the Angels. He went... Well, it was Aiden Biaggi that got the start. Ben DeRozier's got the win as he went 2 innings to follow up Biaggi. That was the first 2 games of the Dodge City A's and Game Day Angels. So let's take a look around the league. And I'm not sure that the league website has been updated to be current, but we can look at what it says currently. So according to the Rocky Mountain Collegiate League Baseball, the Liberal BJs sit atop the league at 10-1. It is the Hayes Larks in second at 10-2. The Denver Cougars in third at 9-7. The Angels in fourth at 7-6, followed by your Dodge City A's at 6-7. The Colorado Springs Outlaws at 7-9, the Rough Riders at 4-11, and the Fort Collins Foxes at 3-13. So it looks like the Fort Collins Foxes have had a rough go of things since they lost to the Dodge City A's in a 2-game series. The A's will host the Foxes later on in July. So there will be a lot of league action occurring here at Cavalier Field between now and the end of July. So that is where we stand currently. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineups for tonight. For the Game Day Angels, it is leading off number 7, Harbelson, playing right field. Batting second, shortstop number 6, Caleb Allball. Batting third, second baseman, number 3, Drew Sackett. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 11, Peter Goldie. Batting fifth, center fielder, number 7, Noah Vogel. Batting sixth, third baseman, number 8, Van Hodges. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 4, Joe Finder. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 28, David Lambert. And rounding out the lineup for the Angels is left fielder, number 47, Connor Camden. Starting pitcher for the Angels is number 14, Aiden Biaggi. And as I said earlier, it was Biaggi that got the start against the Dodge City A's in Game 2. So it is for the Dodge City A's, leading off, left fielder, number 10, Roberto Gonzalez. Batting second, center fielder, number 3, Matthew Sandoval. Batting third, third baseman, number 9, Brendan O'Sullivan. Cleanup hitter for the A's is first baseman, number 34, Artie Ramirez. Batting fifth, second baseman, number 7, Tyler Toby. Batting sixth, right fielder, number 30, Menelik Israel. Batting seventh, catcher number 6, Michael Widener. Batting eighth, the designated hitter number 24, Ryan Davis. And rounding out the lineup for your Dodge City A's as number 23, shortstop, Brock Denbo. Starting pitcher on the mound for the A's tonight is number 28, Riker Sullivan. So that is the lineup for the Dodge City A's as we get ready to host the Game Day Angels in Game 3 of this series in league play. The Angels, according to Game Changer, come into tonight's contest at 9-6 overall. And your Dodge City A's are 9-12 overall. So that is a look at the overall matchup between the Dodge City A's and Game Day Angels. We are getting through opening lineups. We are about to do the national anthem. We'll be back with you shortly with first pitch. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Welcome into Cavalier Field, and it is pretty much game time. It is the Dodge City A's and Game Day Angels, Game 3 of a 4-game series, Game 1 here at Cavalier Field. And we are set for first pitch. First pitch is thrown down for a strike from Riker Sullivan at 7:01 p.m. We are underway. It is James Harbison leading off for the Game Day Angels, and he finds himself down in the count 0-2. Harbison, a member that they have brought up from their 18U team. The Angels short staff due to vacations and injuries currently, and it's a lazy fly ball out into right field for a single. So that will bring in Caleb Albaugh. First pitch to Albaugh is a ball. So Riker Sullivan getting the start tonight for the Dodge City A's. Albaugh takes that pitch and fouls it off. Now even in the count at 1 apiece. So Albaugh led off for the Angels in game 1. 2 hits, drove in 1, walked on once. Now 2-0 the count to Caleb Albaugh. He'll take that pitch and foul it off, evens the count at 2 apiece. And that one will come in and catch the edge of the zone. A strikeout to Caleb Albaugh, and one away for the Game Day Angels. That will bring in Drew Sackett. Sackett for the Angels hit in the 3-hole. Both games played first base the first game, second base the second game. First pitch into Drew Sackett is a strike. Riker Sullivan making his 4th appearance for the Dodge City A's. His 3rd as a start. Sackett fouls that one off. He got his first start against these Game Day Angels on the 17th. A game that he went 4 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, walked 2, and struck out 3. He also hit 3 in that game. 1-2 the count now to Drew Sackett. Riker Sullivan got his 2nd start against the Rough Riders to end that 6-day Colorado trip. 2-2 the count now to Drew Sackett. Riker Sullivan got his 2nd start against the Rough Riders. That also a 4-inning outing. 2 hits, 1 run, struck out 4. Swing and a miss, and that will be 2 away now for the Angels. That will bring in Peter Goldie. Goldie, 3rd baseman for the Angels. Has been in the 4-hole both previous games against the Dodge City A's. First game, 1 hit, drove in 1 and struck out twice. Second game, Goldie scored 1 hit, walked on once and struck out twice. Currently 1-0 the count to Peter Goldie for Riker Sullivan on the mound. Pitch in for a strike, and Throw down to second was in time, but the ball was dropped, so the throw down was dropped, so Harbison is in safely at second. So 1-1 the count to Peter Goldie. Goldie's going to step out. The Denver Cougars taking on the Liberal BJs tonight. One and two now to Peter Goldie. And if I remember right, last night, the Fort Collins Foxes beat the Hayes Larks last night 4-3. That pitch was down, evens a count at 2 apiece. Riker Sullivan, in his 3 outings coming into tonight's ball game, a 2.70 ERA. Pitch just misses on the outside edge. Tried to frame it was the catcher, Michael Widener. Full count now for Peter Goldie, and the payoff pitch coming from Riker Sullivan. Swing and a miss. It'll go down as a drop third strike. Throw down to first in time. That will end the inning. For the Game Day Angels, we are headed to the bottom of the first, scoreless. Roberto Gonzalez, Matthew Sandoval, and Brendan O'Sullivan do up for the A's when we return. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Welcome into Cavalier Field. We are headed to the bottom of the first. Scoreless currently as the A's lead off with Roberto Gonzalez. Gonzalez steps in. Takes first pitch he sees from Aiden Biaggi for a ball. The A's faced Aiden Biaggi on game 2 in Colorado, and Gonzalez takes the second pitch he sees and sends it down the line. A well-hit ball, but twisted foul. Strike number 1. Yaji. Big swing and a miss from Gonzalez, and now down in the count 1-2. Roberto Gonzalez, having played in 11 games so far this season. That pitch is outside, evens the count at 2 apiece. The Game Day Angels, navy blue tops, baby blue letters and numbers, outlined in white, gray pants. The A's in their gold tops, green letters and numbers. Swing and a miss from Gonzalez, and out number 1 for the A's. The A's are gold tops, green letters and numbers, outlined in white pants.
Next up for the A's, center fielder number 3, Matthew Sandoval.
And that brings in Matthew Sandoval. Matthew Sandoval in the first game against the Angels. 1 run, 1 hit, drove in 1 and struck out twice. Second game, he scored, or no, sorry, that was the first game, or second game against the Angels. The second game, or first game against the Angels, Matthew Sandoval, 3 runs, 2 hits, walked on once, and struck out twice. So 0-2 the count to Matthew Sandoval. Yaji delivers. That one's hit out into right field. A fly ball right at the right fielder Harbison, and out number 2 for the Dodge City A's. So that will bring in Brendan O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan in the first game against the Angels. Third base also pitched. 2 runs, 2 hits. He drove in 3 and struck out twice. In the second game against the Angels, he had 1 hit and walked on once. Takes the first pitch he sees from Aiden Biaggi for strike number 1. The A's and Angels will be back in action tomorrow night right here at Cavalier Field, 7 p.m. to finish the 4-game series. O'Sullivan evens the count at 1 apiece. He'll send that one on the ground over to third, throw to first in time. That will end the inning for the A's. We are headed to the top of the second, scoreless. We'll be back shortly. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Leading off the top of the second for the Game Day Angels is number 7, Noah Vogel.
Number 7, Noah Vogel.
Vogel steps into the box to face Riker Sullivan, out for his now second inning of work. Vogel in the first game against the A's scored 2 runs, no hits, walked on twice, and struck out twice. He'll take the second pitch he sees, pops it up. It's headed out into the outfield, and they say it drops, so the leadoff runner is on for the second time for the Game Day Angels.
Next up for the Angels, third baseman number 8, Van Hodges.
Matthew Sandoval was charging in on that one and just couldn't quite get to it. So that will bring in Van Hodges. Hodges in the first game played in the 2-hole. Struck out twice. He'll take the first pitch from Riker Sullivan and foul it off, down in the count 0-1. Hodges in the second game, also in the 2-hole. 1 run, 1 hit, walked on once and struck out once. He faces Riker Sullivan, second pitch in for a strike, and quickly down in the count 0-2. 1 runner on, nobody out in the top of the second for the Angels. We are scoreless so far. A called strike. That will send Hodges back to the dugout. Strikeout for Riker Sullivan, and that will bring in Joe Fender.
Next up, the DH number 4, Joseph Fender.
Fender So the first pitch to Joe Fender is a ball, and Noah Vogel is caught stealing. So out number 2 now for the Game Day Angels. Oh, lazy grounder over to Denbo at short, throw to first in time, and that will end the inning for the Angels. We are headed to the top of the bottom of the second. It is Artie Ramirez, Tyler Toby, and Menelik Israel due up when we return. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Bottom of the second, A's send Artie Ramirez to the plate leading off. Ramirez did not play against this team as he just joined the A's after they returned from Colorado. So he'll take the first pitch he sees and fouls it off. Strike number one. Dimensions here at Cavalier Field, it is 330 down the lines, 348 in the power alleys, and 404 to dead red center. Swing and a miss for Artie Ramirez, and strike number two. And also in rare Western Kansas form tonight, the flag is pointed straight down, so no wind really to speak of here tonight. That will not be the case tomorrow. Pitch delivered up from Aiden Biaggi brings the count to 1-2 against the leadoff hitter Artie Ramirez. I believe winds are forecasted to be 20 to 30 mile an hour blowing out of the south tomorrow. Pitch outside evens the count at 2 apiece. Bit of a steamy night here at Cavalier Field. There was rain last night, humidity up today, so it's a warm night at the ballpark for the Dodge City A's. Payoff pitch from Aiden Biaggi. That one smoked down the third base line. Fielded and throw over to first is in time, and out number one for the Dodge City A's. So that will bring in Tyler Tobey. Tobey in the first game against the Angels struck out once. He flew out 4 times and struck out once. Game 2 against the Angels. Walked on once. First pitch he sees is sent down the, or second pitch he sees is sent down the line foul, so down in the count, 0-2. So Tyler Tobey in game number 2 got on an error, grounded out, got on a walk, and got on an error again. So 1-2 the count for Tyler Tobey. They say he will strike out, so 2 away now for the A's, and that will bring in Izzy. Menelik Israel at bat. Goes by Izzy. He will face Aiden Biaggi. Biaggi first pitch for a strike. 0-1. Aiden Biaggi pitched against the A's in Game 2 in Colorado. 5 innings, 6 hits, gave up 1 run, walked 1, struck out 4, and gave up 1 home run as well. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. 1-2 the count to Izzy as he faces Aiden Biaggi. Fouled off, and we'll do the 1-2 over again. One, two, to Izzy. Pitch from Biaggi swung on and missed, and that will end the inning for the A's. We're headed to the top of the third. Scoreless, you've been listening to A's Baseball. Welcome back into Cavalier Field. We are headed to the top of the third. Take this opportunity to thank our Grand Slam sponsors: the City of Dodge City and Ford County, Curbs Law Office, McDonald's, Keel Enterprises, LLC, Lewis Automotive Group, Lauren Dahl, and the Community Foundation of Southwest Kansas. Thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's Baseball. Riker Sullivan on the mound now for his third inning of work, and his first pitch to David Lambert is fouled off for strike number 1. That one comes in and catches his own, and Lambert now down in the count 0-2. Lambert, the catcher, played designated hitter in the first game against the A's. Scored 1 run. In game 2, he was the catcher. Struck out 3 times. Lambert, a strikeout potential. Finds himself in the count at 2-2. So far this game, bit of a pitcher's duel. A drop third strike, and for the third inning in a row, the leadoff hitter is on for the Game Day Angels. So that will bring in Connor Camden. Camden, a person that is a little bit familiar with Cavalier Field, having played his last season at Garden City Community College. They'll take the first pitch he sees from Riker Sullivan for strike number 1. Sullivan delivers that pitch up at the letters for ball 1. One and one to Connor Camden. Swing and a miss. Down in the count. 1-2 now. Camden in the second game scored 1 run, struck out once. Came in late in the first game. 2 runs, 1 hit. Drove in 2 and struck out once. Camden now on the count at 2-2. Delivery from Riker Sullivan is on the ground and out into shallow right field, and now 2 aboard for the Angels. So that will bring us back to the top of the order with the right fielder, James Harbison. Harbison led off in the first inning. A lazy fly ball that singled. The Angels have had their leadoff runner on in every inning. Harbison showing bunt, brings Artie Ramirez in, and pitch misses for a ball. Two on, nobody out, top of the third. Swing and a miss, and that evens a count at 1 apiece for James Harbison. Harbison, a member that the Angels brought up from their 18U team. Harbison showing bunt again. Throws his bat over, and strike number 2. So 1-2 the count now to James Harbison. Runners on first and second for the Angels. The crowd starting to fill in here at Cavalier Field. Fielder's choice, fielded at second, throw over to short in time, and that goes for a fielder's choice, and runners on the corners now for the Angels.
Next up, number 6, Caleb Albaugh.
So that will bring in Caleb Albaugh. Albaugh struck out looking his last time up. Takes the first pitch he sees and fouls it off for strike number 1. Albaugh takes the second pitch. He'll send it out into left center field, and that will score David Lambert, and the Angels now lead this game 1-0.
Now batting number 3, Drew
So
Sack.
runners at first and second now with 1 away for the Angels. Angels leading 1-0. Sullivan delivers for a ball to Drew Sackett. Sackett struck out swinging his first time up. Pitch outside, now 2-0 to Drew Sackett. Widener and O'Sullivan and Ramirez going to go have a quick chat with their pitcher, Riker Sullivan. That mound visit will break up and will resume play. 2-0 count to Drew Sackett. Pitch in, just misses to the outside. Now 3-0. over the zone, strike number 1. 3-1 for Drew Sackett. Runners on first and second. 1 away. Angels taking an early 1-run lead in this game. Sullivan delivers that pitch outside, and that will load the bases with Angels. That will bring in Peter Goldie. Goldie got on a drop third strike his last time up. Actually, he was out on a drop third strike. Coach Chris Woodruff going to come in and have a quick chat with the entire infield. So the A is going to talk over some strategy really quick. And still some confidence in their pitcher, Riker Sullivan. Sullivan, to this point, has gone his longest outing at 4 innings. He is currently in his 3rd. Riker Sullivan thrown 47 pitches so far this game, 29 for strikes. Peter Goldie will step in to face Riker Sullivan for the second time. Bases loaded with 1 away in the top of the 3rd, and the Angels leading 1-0. First pitch he sees is sent out into right field, and that will score 2. And Peter Goldie in second. So that will bring in Noah Vogel. Vogel singled his last time up, and Angels now leading this game 3-0. That pitch taken and driven out to that pitch was driven out into right field and out of this ballpark. Home plate umpire says it was fair. So a home run for Noah Vogel. That will bring in Van Hodges, and the A's trailing this game now 6-0. Work beginning in the A's bullpen. It is, I believe, Adam Walker throwing for the Dodge City A's. So that brings in Van Hodges. Hodges struck out his first time up. The Angels, 6 runs, 6 hits so far in this game, and goose eggs so far for the Dodge City A's. First pitch is a ball to Hodges. Second pitch is outside, ball number 2. Sullivan delivers that one outside, ball number 3. That one's up, 4-pitch walk, and still only 1 out for the Game Day Angels. That will bring in Joe Fender. Fender ground out his last time up. The Angels have scored all 6 of their runs here in the top of the third. First pitch he sees from Riker Sullivan is a ball. Fouled off, and that evens a count at 1 apiece. So the Angels have sent all 9 batters to the plate so far this inning. That pitch down for ball number 2. One hit right back at the pitcher, Sullivan. Throw to second was not in time, and runners on first and second for the Angels. One and one the count to David Lambert. Lambert now the 10th batter in this inning. He's out on a drop third strike. His first time up. So 2-1 the count to the catcher Lambert. Three and one now. So after cruising the first 2 innings, he's struggling here in the third. 3-1 to the catcher Lambert. Sullivan delivers. That one's outside, and bases loaded again for the Angels. Courtesy runner for the Angels will be Tony Suss. So Connor Camden will step in to face Riker Sullivan. Michael Widener going to go out and have a quick chat with pitcher Riker Sullivan. This chat likely to buy some time for the warming up Adam Walker. So Connor Camden will step in to face Riker Sullivan. He singled his last time up. Take the first pitch he sees and fouls it off for strike number 1. Big. So a swing and a miss, but advancement allowed due to a pass ball, and Connor Camden down in the count 0-2, and the Angels leading this one 7-0. And Hodges is thrown out at home plate for out number 3, and that will finally end the inning for the Angels. We are headed to the bottom of the third. Michael Widener, Ryan Davis, and Brock Denbo due up when we return. You've been listening to A's Baseball. A's leading off in the bottom of the third. Michael Widener stepping in, the catcher. He'll take the first pitch he sees and fouls it off for strike number 1. Widener did not play in the first game against the Angels. In the second game, he'll take that pitch. He sends it out into left field, but caught by Connor Camden, and out number 1 for the A's. So that will bring in Ryan Davis. Davis in the first game against the A's scored 3 runs, 2 hits, drove in 2, walked on once, and struck out twice. In the second game, Ryan Davis struck out twice. So he faces Aiden Biaggi out for his third inning of work and finds himself down in the count 0-1. That one's hit on the ground, played by shortstop, throw to first in time, and quickly 2 away for the A's. So that will bring in Brock Denbo at the bottom of the order for the A's. Brock Denbo in the first game, 2 hits, drove in 1. In the second game, 1 hit, struck out once. He takes the first pitch he sees. He'll send it out to right field, and tracking it is Harbison, and quickly 3 away for the A's. So we're headed to the top of the 4th. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Welcome back into Cavalier Field. We'll go ahead and thank our home run sponsors: Rabine Brothers Law Firm, Conant Construction LLC, Parker Haskins Insurance Incorporated, Duke Energy, and Edward Jones, Melanie Harshberger. We'd like to thank you for your support and sponsorship of Dodge City A's baseball. The A's make the bullpen call. It is Adam Walker, who just joined the team. Adam played his last season for the Dodge City Community College Conquistadors, committed to go to OU this fall. So Adam Walker. .2 innings pitched for the Dodge City Community College Conquistadors. 39 hits, 45 runs, walked 34, struck out 72 for a collective ERA of 7.56 on his season. So that is the story of Adam Walker, having played his season for the Conquistadors, so very familiar with Cavalier Field. Like I said, he will be going to the University of Oklahoma this fall. So he will face James Harbison back at the top of the order for the Angels. Harbison 1 for 2. Hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. He'll take the first pitch he sees from Adam Walker for a ball. Swing and a miss, and strike number 1. The A's trailing this game 7-0 after the big inning for the Angels. Walker misses just outside, brings the count to 2-1. Walker working from the first base side of the rubber. Throws over the head of Harbison, and ball number 3. Walker comes set. Delivers, and that one's outside, and a leadoff walk, and for the 4th inning in a row now, the Angels have their leadoff runner on. So that will bring in Caleb Albaugh. Albaugh 1 for 2, singled his last time up. Pitch down low for ball number 1. One and 0 to Caleb Albaugh. Adam Walker comes set. 1-0 delivery. Catches the outer edge of the zone for strike number 1. One delivery. Low but in the zone, and now 1-2 to Caleb Albaugh. Leadoff runner on. Nobody out in the top of the fourth for the Game Day Angels. Walker delivers. That one swung on. Hit to second. Throw to short. Throw to first was not in time. So fielder's choice, and the advancing runner is out. So that will bring in Drew Sackett. One away for the Game Day Angels with a runner on first. Sackett 0 for 1, walked on his last time up. First pitch from Adam Walker is outside and in the turf for ball number 1. Pitch catches the inner part of the zone, evens the count at 1 apiece. 1-1 to Drew Sackett, 1 away. Caleb Albaugh at first for the Angels. Walker delivers. One missing just inside and brings the count to 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that will even the count at 2 apiece to Drew Sackett. Adam Walker will look back, step off the mound, and chase Albaugh back to first. Pitch misses inside, and a full count now to Drew Sackett. Payoff pitch from Adam Walker. Walker delivers, swung on and missed, and now 2 away for the Angels. So that will bring in Peter Goldie. Goldie doubled his last time up.
Now batting number 11, Peter Goldie.
Wind beginning to blow a little bit. Blowing from the east-southeast. Walker delivers. That one misses for ball number 1. One and one, the count to Peter Goldie. 2 away here in the top of the 4th. 1-1 delivery from Walker. Fouled off and will be now 1-2. Albaugh took off. Possibly a called hit and run. 1-2. Now the count to Peter Goldie. Goldie can be a bit of a strikeout tendency. Adam Walker comes set. Delivers. That one's up high and evens the count at 2 apiece. Two to Peter Goldie. 2 outs, top of the 4th. The Angels leading this one 7-0. Walker set. The 2-2 delivery up high for ball number 3. Throw down to second, not in time as Albaugh was taking off, and now runner at second. And a full count to Peter Goldie. Payoff pitch from Adam Walker. I guess misses outside. It is called a ball, and that will put runners on first and second. That brings in Noah Vogel. Vogel hit the controversial home run his last time up. So Vogel 2 for 2, a single and a home run so far in this game. Takes first pitch he sees from Adam Walker outside for a ball. And we're going to have another visit from Coach Chris Woodruff. We're going to step aside for this one. We'll be back shortly. You've been listening to A's Baseball. I knew it was Taylor, but I knew it was over top of the pole, so I couldn't tell. Well, and radar keeps doing this. So 1-0, the count to Noah Vogel. He'll take that pitch. He sends it out into right field, played off a hop, and the Angels with runners on the corners and now lead this game 8-0. So that will bring in Van Hodges. Hodges walked on his last time up. He is 0 for 1 in this game. One and 0 to Van Hodges. Now 2-0. So the A's will face these Angels again tomorrow to finish the series. That pitch catches his own, and now 2-1. We'll finish the series tomorrow, then travel to Liberal on Monday for a non-league game, a big 4th of July game for the BJs. 3-1 the count to Van Hodges. And the A's will be back in action here at Cavalier Field. On Wednesday as they face the Hayes Larks. That will be a league contest. So full count now to Van Hodges, 2 away. Payoff pitch from Adam Walker is outside, and that will load the bases. So the Angels have loaded the bases for the 3rd time in this game, and yet they have not stranded anyone.
Now batting number 4, Joseph Fender.
Oh, sorry, they've stranded 3. My bad. I was wrong. Pitch to Joe Fender is outside. Fender is 0 for 2 in this game. Got on an error his last time up. Now 1-1 the count to Joe Fender. Bases loaded for the Game Day Angels. 2 out here in the top of the 4th. The 1-1 pitch from Adam Walker. Catches the outer edge of the zone for strike number 2. And 2 now to Joe Fender. Delivered, swung on and missed, and that will end the inning. The Angels leave them loaded. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back at the top of the order for the A's with Roberto Gonzalez, Matthew Sandoval, and Brendan O'Sullivan due up when we return. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Bottom of the fourth, and Roberto Gonzalez leading off for the Dodge City A's. Aiden Biaggi out for his fourth inning of work. Gonzalez struck out his last time up. Count 2-0 now to Roberto Gonzalez. Gonzalez steps in as he takes strike number one. Gonzalez hitting .364 on the season, .462 on base percentage. He'll take that pitch from Aiden Biaggi. It'll be a leadoff hit for the A's and runner aboard. A leadoff single for Roberto Gonzalez. That will bring in Matthew Sandoval. Sandoval flew out his last time up. So the A's working on their second trip now around the batting order. Starts to show bunt and pulls back, takes first pitch for strike, or ball number one. So Sandoval hitting .304 on the season with a .415 on base percentage. A swing and a miss, and that evens a count at one apiece. The A's being out hit in this game by the Angels 7-1. Swing and a miss, and that will bring the count to 1-2. Sandoval steps back in. Foul that one off, and we'll do the 1-2 over again. Lights come on at Cavalier Field, and a few high clouds filtering in from the west. Biaggi looks over to Gonzalez at first. Sandoval will pop that one up. It's on the infield. Being called for by Hodges, and out number one for the A's. So that will bring in Brendan O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan ground out his first time up. O'Sullivan steps into the box for the A's, hitting .342 on the season, .415 on base percentage. First pitch he sees is inside for a ball. Want to know the count for Brendan O'Sullivan. He'll foul that one off and evens the count at one apiece. A's scoreless so far in this game. Sullivan drives that one out into right field, but caught, and out number two. So that will bring in Artie Ramirez. Take the first pitch he sees, sends it on the ground to third, throw to first in time, and out number 3 for the A's. We are headed to the top of the 5th. A's trailing this one 8-1 or 8-0. We'll be back with the top of the 5th. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Leading off the top of the 5th as the A's go to the bullpen, and it is David Lambert leading off. Jacob Klanowski now on the mound for the A's. A throwing error after the ball is hit deep in the hole at third gets Lambert over to second base. So that will bring in Connor Camden. And Tony Suss, the courtesy runner for the Game Day Angels. Connor Camden steps in. He is 1 for 2, and for the 5th inning now, the leadoff runner is aboard for the Angels. First pitch from Klanowski to Camden is a ball. It's 1-0. Popped up is Camden, and out number 1 for the A's. So that will bring in James Harbison. Harbison is 1 for 2. He walked on his last time up. He will face Jacob Klinowski. 1 away for the Angels, and ball number 1. So I'm not sure where pitches are missing, but the inside call is not there as it was earlier in the game. Klinowski delivers ball number 2. Pitch up high, 3-0 to James Harbison. One and 0 to Caleb Albaugh. He fouls that pitch off and evens the count at 1 apiece. Albaugh will walk around. His coach will check on him, and we'll go back to work. Klimowski steps on, working from basically the middle of the rubber. Albaugh will send that one on a line back to short, and doubled off is Tony Suss, and that will end the inning. So that will end the inning for the Angels. We are headed to the bottom of the 5th. Tyler Toby, Izzy, and Michael Widener due up for the A's when we return. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Tyler Toby leading off for the A's finds himself in a full count and takes a payoff pitch out into left center field for a leadoff hit. So that brings in Izzy, Menelik Israel for the Dodge City A's. Struck out swinging his last time up. The A's trailing this game 8-0. So we are in the bottom of the fifth. Izzy takes that one. It's a fly ball headed out to right field, and tracking it is Harbison for out number one. So that brings in Michael Widener. Widener 0 for 1 in this game, flew out his last time up. So Michael Widener.
Now at the plate, number 6, Michael Widener.
7 hits, 6 singles, 1 double. Has driven in 2, scored 6 of his own. He's been hit by pitch once, hit into 3 fielders' choices. And a foot race between Widener and the pitcher Biaggi, and Widener is the winner of that one. So now runners on first and second for the A's. Davis now at the plate for the A's. Davis 0 for 1, flew out his last time up. Two and 1 the count to Ryan Davis. He'll take that pitch. It's going out into left field, and giving chase is Connor Camden, and out number 2 for the Dodge City A's. We'll bring in Brock Denbo. Denbo 0 for 1, flew out his last time up. Pitch is outside from Aiden Biaggi, 1-0, to Brock Denbo. Biaggi out for his 5th inning of work for the Angels. Delivers down for ball number 2. Denbo flies out into right center field, and that will end the inning for the A's.
1 ticket for $1 or 6 tickets for $5.
We're headed to the top of the sixth. You've been listening to A's Baseball.
Leading off the sixth, second baseman number 3, Drew Sackett.
Leading off the top of the sixth, it is Drew Sackett for the Game Day Angels. He will face Jacob Klanowski. Sackett 0 for 2 in this game, and he struck out swinging his last time up. Takes first pitch from Klanowski for strike number 1, or ball number 1. It has been that kind of ball game. I'll just put it at that. It's that kind of ball game. 2-0 to Drew Sackett. The A's trailing this one 8-0. That one is, Sackett will pop that one up. Called for by Matthew Sandoval and dropped. So the leadoff is on. So that will bring in Peter Goldie. Peter Goldie steps in. 1 for 2, and first pitch is a ball. Klanowski evens the count at 1 apiece. One and one to Peter Goldie. Pitch is delivered up high, now 2-1. That pitch catches the inside and evens the count at 2 apiece, and finally the inside strike is called. We've been waiting since the about second inning for it. There it is. Runner takes off, and that pitch is fouled off, and we'll do the 2-2 over again. Jacob Klinowski making his third appearance on the mound for the Dodge City A's. 3.2 innings pitched. 5 hits, 2 runs. Walked 2, struck out 4, and hit 1. A 2.455 ERA. Pitch is outside for a ball and throw down to second, not in time. And Drew Sackett in safely to second base. So the payoff pitch now for Klinowski. Payoff pitch is sent high and out of play. We'll see another payoff pitch from Jacob Klinowski. Sackett dancing around out at second base. Payoff pitch misses, and runners now on first and second for the Angels with nobody out here in the top of the 6th. That will bring in Noah Vogel. Vogel 3 for 3 in this game, 2 singles and a home run. Vogel hits to second, throw to short, throw over to first in time, and doubled up. So now 2 away for the Angels. So for the first time, Noah Vogel does not reach. Drew Sackett at third, and that will bring in Van Hodges. Hodges 0 for 1, walked on his last time up. Actually has walked on 2 times in this game. So now 2 away. First pitch to Hodges is up high for a ball. A 1.909 whip for Jacob Klinowski. That pitch is hit out into right field. There was no call at all from home plate umpire, and a collision at second base between Tyler Tobey and Van Hodges. So after absolutely no indications, a double that scores Drew Sackett.
Now batting number 4, Joseph
So Joe Fender now at bat for the Angels, and the Angels leading this game 9-0. Want to know the count to Joe Fender. Now 2-0. Fender 0 for 3, struck out his last time up. Now 3-0. So the Angels scored 3 in the 7th, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th so far. 8 runs, 1 error. They have stranded 7. The A's scoreless, 2 hits, 3 errors. They have stranded 3. Pitch misses, and now runners on first and second for the Angels, and we're going to have a mound visit from Coach Chris Woodruff. We're going to take this opportunity to thank our triple sponsor, Cargill Meat Solutions. Thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. Defensive changes for the A's. They call to the bullpen. It is Angelo Zazzarino on the mound. And Andrew Ramirez now at shortstop. 3 straight strikes to David Lambert, and that will end the inning. We are headed to the bottom of the 6th. The A's trailing 9-0. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Bottom of the 6th, the A's will send Roberto Gonzalez to the plate. Back at the top of the order, Gonzalez will go out to face Aiden Biaggi, out for now his 6th inning of work. First pitch Gonzalez sees is a line drive right back at first baseman, fielded and out number 1 for the A's. We'll bring in Matthew Sandoval. Sandoval 0 for 2 in this game, flew out his last time up. So Sandoval will face Biaggi. The A's now making their 3rd trip around the batting order, and strike number 1 to Matthew Sandoval. Sandoval also having pitched for the Dodge City A's. He'll foul that one off and down in the count 0-2. Matthew Sandoval with 21 hits on the season, 17 singles, 1 double, 1 triple, 2 home runs. He's driven in 7, scored 19 runs of his own. Hit right back at the pitcher, throw over to first in time, and now out number 2. That will bring in Brendan O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan 0 for 2 in this game, flew out his last time up. Brendan O'Sullivan with 25 hits on this season, 19 singles, 2 doubles, 4 home runs. He's driven in 17 and scored 15 of his own. Sullivan takes the first pitch from Biaggi for ball number 1. Second pitch is outside, now 2-0 for Brendan O'Sullivan, and work beginning in the Angels bullpen. 3-0 the count for Brendan O'Sullivan. That one misses low, but looked like it was over the plate. A 4-pitch walk and runner aboard for the A's. That will bring in Artie Ramirez. Artie steps in. He has 4 hits on the season, has played in just 3 games for the Dodge City A's. 4 hits, 1 single, 3 doubles. Hitting .333 on the season, a .385 on base percentage. First pitch from Aiden Biaggi is a strike. 0-1 now to Artie Ramirez. 1 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th. The A's trailing 9-0. That pitch catches the inner part of the zone for strike number 2. Swing and a miss, and Ramirez goes down on strikes. He gives a long look at home base umpire. Ramirez has just been tossed. We're headed to the top of the 7th. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Leading off the top of the 7th for the Game Day Angels is Connor Camden. He'll take a big swing and a miss as he faces Angelo Zazzarino for strike number 1. Pitch high and above Camden's head for ball number 1. Two and one, the count to Connor Camden. Camden will foul that one off. It was in on his hands. He brings the count to 2-2. Swing and a miss, and down goes Camden. One away for the Angels, and for the first time this game, the leadoff runner is not aboard. So that brings in James Harbison. Harbison 1 for 2 in this game. Walked on his last time up. Pitch above Harbison's head for ball number 1. So Angelo Zazzarino making his 6th appearance on the mound for the A's, having pitched 4 innings so far. That went down low, ball number 2. Zazzarino last pitched against the BJs on the 29th. He last pitched against the Rough Riders on June the 22nd. That was 2/3 of an inning. Harbison grounds out to second, throw to first in time, and out number 1. To the count to Caleb Albaugh. That pitch is popped up. Toby calling for it. He'll take it, and that will end the inning. So we are headed to the bottom of the 7th. We are headed to the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Toby, Israel, Michael Widener due up when we return. You've been listening to A's Baseball. We're going to go ahead and take this time to thank our double sponsors, Winter Livestock Incorporated, I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar, Kelly Hendricks DDS, Western Beverage, Village Square Merchants Association, ITC Great Plains LLC, Kirby Meat Company, Best Water of Southwest Kansas, Danny Thomas, the Victory Electric Cooperative Association Incorporated, and Farm Bureau Wealth Management, and C. Fergon. Thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's Baseball. Leading off for the A's in the bottom of the 7th. It's Tyler Toby. He will face a new pitcher for the Angels, Nate Dingus. Dingus, a lefty, on the mound for the Angels. Toby takes the first pitch he sees and fouls it off, down in the count 0-1. Substitution for the A's after the ejection of Artie Ramirez. It was Carson Wright taking over at first base. Fouled off. The pitch did Tyler Toby, down in the count 0-2. Fouled off again by Toby and out of play. We'll do the 0-2 over again. The A's trying to get something going, trailing this game 9-0, having just 2 hits so far in this ball game. Pitch outside and tried to frame, did the catcher. Ball number 1. Big swing and a miss from Tyler Toby, and strike out number 1 for Nate Dingus. We'll bring up Malik Israel. Israel 0 for 2 in this game. Flew out his last time up. So Israel will step in to face the lefty Dingus. Izzy takes the first pitch he sees for strike number 1. Izzy coming into tonight's contest hitting .333 on the season, a .500 on-base percentage. Played against the Liberal BJs. A single, was hit by pitch and struck out twice. 1-1 the count. Fouled off again and down in the count 1-2. So the A's led in hits this season by Brendan O'Sullivan with 25. That pitch up high, evens the count at 2 apiece. It is Brendan O'Sullivan leading the team with 19 singles. Ryan Davis leading the team with 9 doubles. Roberto Gonzalez leading the team with 2 triples. A swing and a miss for Izzy, and now 2 away for the A's. That will bring in Michael Widener. Widener on the season with 7 hits. 6 of those singles, 1 double. He has scored 6 runs, been hit by pitch once, walked on 5 times, and struck out 14. He's hitting .167 with a .265 on-base percentage. He will face the lefty, Nate Dingus. 2 away for the A's, and he'll check his swing. Ball number 1 for Michael Widener. The A's are led in home runs with 4 by Brendan O'Sullivan. Fouled off as that pitch Evens a count at 1 apiece to Michael Widener. O'Sullivan and Kyle Morrell leading the team with RBIs at 17 apiece. And Matthew Sandoval leading the team with 19 runs scored. Pitch is driven down the first base line, but foul, and down in the count now, 1-2. Someone might want to find Nate Dingus a smaller hat as he can't keep it on his head. The 1-2 delivery. Swung on and fouled off, and we'll do the 1-2 over again. Angus waving off a couple of signs. He's got it. Comes set. Kicks and delivers, and that one in for ball number 2. Two out. Widener fouls that one back and out of play, and we'll do the 2-2 over again. Michael Widener has made contact with everything that Dingus has thrown so far, except for the 2 balls that were out of the zone. That one high and inside, a little bit of chin music to Michael Widener, and we'll now have a payoff pitch from Nate Dingus. Dingus with the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, and that will be out number 3. That ends the inning for the A's. We're headed to the top of the 8th. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Welcome back into Cavalier Field. We'll take this opportunity to thank our single sponsors, Roger Hedrick, David H. Snap, LC, John Wilkerson, Garcia and Antosh, Val Hinton, Jason and Wendy Barnett, and Julian Manuel Garcia. We'd like to thank you for your support and sponsorship of Dodge City A's Baseball. Warm-up pitches are finishing up. Angelo Zazzarino out on the mound now for starting his 3rd inning of work for the Dodge City A's. He will face Drew Sackett. Sackett 0 for 3 in this game, got on an error his last time up. Sazarino delivers ball number 1 inside. Two-0 delivery from Zazarino. Swung on and hit down the third base line, but foul. 2-1. Two-one delivery is inside, and 3-1 now for Drew Sackett. A solo shot for Drew Sackett, and that, I believe, will end the game. Never mind. So the A's trailing this one now, A's trailing 10-0. It is that kind of game. Peter Goldie steps in. He is 1 for 2 on the evening, walked on his last time up. The 1-0 delivery from Zazarino. Inside for ball number 2. This is one of those ball games that gets frustrating for the pitchers. So strike zone changes, and it's hard to adjust for. Now 3-0 to Peter Goldie. That pitch inside, and that will be a walk for Goldie, and that will bring up Noah Vogel. Vogel 3 for 4. He grounded out his last time up. So we will have a mound visit from Coach Woodruff. A's just trying to get something going, trying to get outs and get out of this inning to try to get their bats back going again. So mound visit over. The good news is the A's will be back in action tomorrow night, face these Game Day Angels again for the 4th game of this series. And the A's will travel to Liberal on Monday for the 4th of July game. The A's will also be at home on Wednesday as they face the Hayes Larks. That pitch hit on the ground. throw to second. It is overthrown, and runners now at second and third for the Angels.
Now batting number 8, Van Hodges.
That will bring in Van Hodges. Hodges 1 for 2. Hodges swing and a miss, and that evens the count at 1 apiece. Runners on second and third, nobody out. Top of the 8th. A's trailing 10-0. Pitch is in the opposite batter's box. Flip back to Zazzarino trying to cover, and nothing doing, and that will score another one. 2-1, the count now to Van Hodges. Pierre Goldie scores after the wild pitch. One's outside, now 3-1. Pitch hit back to short, throw to first in time, and 1 away. Will bring in Joe Fender. Fender 0 for 3 in this game. He walked on his last time up. Pitch outside for ball number 1. Is Ruby Duran warming up in the bullpen for the Dodge City A's. 2-0 the count to Joe Fender. Cesarino delivers inside and low for ball number 3. The Angels have scored 3 so far in this inning, leading this game 12-0. We're approaching the 2.5-hour mark. Cesarino delivers. That one catches the inner part of the zone. Strike number 1. One's popped up, going foul, and strike number 2 now. Full count for Joe Fender. Payoff pitch from Angelo Zazzarino. Waves one off. He's got his sign and come set. Payoff delivery. Popped up and over the press box, and we'll do the payoff over again. Fender pops that one up. It is headed foul. It'll bounce off the top of the dugout, and we'll do the payoff over again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming for Joe Fender. Payoff pitch misses, and Joe Fender aboard for the Game Day Angels. That will end the night for Angelo Zazzarino, and we will see the hometown guy, Ruby Duran, on the mound for the Dodge City A's. Ruby Duran in to pitch for the Dodge City A's. He faces David Lambert. Second pitch he throws. A ground out to Tyler Toby to Andrew Ramirez and Carson Wright. A double play, and that will end the inning for the Angels. We're headed to the bottom of the eighth. It will be Ryan Davis, Andrew Ramirez, and Roberto Gonzalez due up when we return. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Ryan Davis leading off the bottom of the eighth for the Dodge City A's. He is facing Ryan Depew. Depew on the mound now for the Angels. The payoff pitch from Depew was fouled off, and we'll do it over again. Davis takes that one. It's sent out into left field, but caught by Connor Camden, and out number one for the A's. So that will bring in Andrew Ramirez. Ramirez getting his first at-bat in this game after taking over shortstop duties for Brock Denbo. 2-0 the count to Andrew Ramirez. Pitch up high for ball number 3. The A's trying to get something going. That one up high again, and a 4-pitch walk to Ramirez will bring in Roberto Gonzalez. Gonzalez 1 for 3 in this game.
Left fielder number 10, Roberto Gonzalez.
The A's trying to get something going and avoid the shutout. Pitch, first pitch driven out into right center field, and Ramirez held up at second, so runners at first and second for the A's. That will bring in Matthew Sandoval.
Now batting number 3, Matthew Sandoval.
Sandoval will take the first pitch he sees inside for ball number 1. Sandoval grounded out his last time up and faces a new pitcher to Pugh. And catches the outer part of the zone, evens the count at 1 apiece. Two and one now the count to Matthew Sandoval. Swing and a miss. That'll even the count at 2 apiece. The A's down to their final 2 outs to try to at least extend this game. That pitch inside gets away and will move the runners up 90 feet. So runners now at second and third. And a full count now to Matthew Sandoval. Depew with the payoff pitch. Called strike on the absolute inside-most part of the plate. And the A's now down to their last out will bring in Brendan O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan 0 for 2 on this game. Walked on his last time up in a inside strike that has not been called since early in the game. First pitch that Brendan sees outside for ball number 1. That pitch up high, now 2-0. That one down. 3-0 now the count to Brendan O'Sullivan. Called strike brings it to 3-1. Andrew Ramirez at third via the walk. That pitch misses, and that will load the bases to bring in Carson Wright. Carson Wright getting his first at bat after taking over duties for the ejected Artie Ramirez. A questionable ejection at best. Ejection. Sorry. A questionable ejection, but nonetheless, that will bring in Carson Wright. Wright takes the first pitch he sees for strike number 1. Carson Wright fouls off the second pitch he sees, down on the count, 0-2. A's down to their final out to try to score and possibly extend this game. A's trailing 12-0. Swing and a miss, and that ends the game for the A's. They'll leave it loaded. And for the first time this season, the A's are shut out. The A's will drop this one 12-0. The win in tonight's game goes to Aiden Biaggi, the loss to Riker Sullivan. We will be back in action tomorrow night against these Game Day Angels right here at Cavalier Field. First pitch, 7 p.m. Your final game numbers: Angels, 12 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They strand 9. The A's scoreless, 3 hits. They commit 4 errors and strand 7. That is your final game numbers. I am Justin Hergert alongside William Roberts, saying so long and good night from Cavalier Field. You've been listening to A's Baseball.